I planned on doing this a lot differently. I wanted to make it stand out, to grasp, I guess, attention more before I tell my story. A lot of you have been wanting to hear my story throughout the years of what happened to me after I was kidnapped and shipped away and abused and broke my jaw and all that fun stuff. I have a very detailed story, but I need to get it out there in every way possible because it's not about me anymore. When I originally sued the programs that I was in, WASP, I thought I got the places shut down, but these people just opened up under different names. It's still happening to kids. They're being killed, they're being abused, and pretty much tortured like I was. I always thought I was a really strong person. Everybody tells me I'm strong and I pull it off well, but this is hard, man. I'm in an even tougher situation, I guess, because I have really bad PTSD, and my mom's very sick right now and she needs a helper. But that means me and the Jamaican helper are right next to the spot I was kidnapped from, and I'm not handling that very well. And there's a million things I need to share, and I'm finally ready to open up. So I created this YouTube channel in hopes of reading my story in segments. I was gonna do this much differently, but as I'm in my car and not wanting to go home, I figured it was the best bet because this is me. It's not gonna get any more real than this. So what's to come is I did find my story. Every single little detail, from my injuries that night to people being forced to clean up my own blood to the people dying in front of us, everything that happened. I'm going to read it all. I'm going to do it in several segments. This is my YouTube channel now, I guess, because it's going to be more than just one part of a story. There's a lot more to come, and I need your guys' help to spread this and make it known. Not for me, but for the other kids and the other teenagers out there that are being abused just like I was. When I sued them, I didn't mind that much about money because of all the surgeries and everything I need. You can never put a price on that thing. But the fact that these same people are running these programs in close to the same location and doing the same things and trafficking kids like they did us, it needs to stop. It needs to be well known. For you, those of you that have seen hashtag Code Silence, thanks to Paris Hilton and Bad Barbie and all that, it got a lot more attention and is now a nonprofit organization, which is awesome. When I was away, I did not have anybody to come rescue me. I knew I was stuck and I would either die there, or actually I didn't know, I planned on dying there, but I didn't. My mom transferred me to another facility, but the problem with that is during my transfer I was told how sick I was and how bad my jaw was and how badly I needed medical attention and medical care. But instead of getting that, I was sent back and I was told I would not be able to get surgery or health care until I graduated the program. So almost 3 years later, I finally got home, got to a doctor, found out how bad I really was, and now I think we're into the 5th surgery, needing the 6th and 7th. I can't open my mouth beyond this. It's fun seeing me eat a hamburger or something. I'm glad I don't have to date anymore these days because it's just impossible. But this is it. No fanciness, nothing spectacular, nothing really attention grabbing, just real raw truth. So I would really appreciate it if we can get this channel at least started somewhat, get some subscribers, followers, something, so when I'm reading my story that people are seeing it. And the most I could do, and the thing that's going to make me the happiest, is really getting this spread as much as possible and helping those kids. I had no hope. They do. They need help. These teenagers, these parents that don't even realize what they're sending them into. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. So my story to come is going to be about technically how I was trafficked, how I was kidnapped, how I was beaten, everything, every little detail. So for all of you that wanted me to write a book and read it, I'm going to do it finally. I wrote it and it's time to share it. Before I get the balls to do that though, and I can do this a little more, I don't say professionally, I'm in a car, I can do this a lot better, but I just figured I do now because I don't want to go home right now. Like I said, I live in the same house I was kidnapped from, and I was taken to Jamaica day before Christmas Eve. Still wonder to this day why in the parking parking lots and airport and all that, why I didn't scream for help, but they made it seem like it was a nice vacation resort we were going to for a week. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. They got us calm enough to get us through the airport into Jamaica, into the program, and there we were locked away. To give you an idea of how messed up WASP is, we had transporters take us, and there was a kid that had already graduated the program that was acting as almost a staff member and thought he was going back to do, you know, a good deed and help kids and transport them the right way. And as soon as he got there dropping us off, they told him to take off his shoes, and he was admitted too. So they are very manipulative. They lie. They hide stuff from the parents. I don't even know how many deaths have happened. I know I saw one, but a lot of bad things happened after that. And like I said, they're open back up. Being I live in the same house, downstairs living room is always the toughest for me. But now my mom has a helper that is straight off the boat from Jamaica, and it's I have nothing against anybody. I am the least racist person in this world, but if anybody knows why I have PTSD and where it happened, then it makes a little more sense why it's so tough for me to be at home right now. But I have to, because my kids, they're my life. I will not let my mom ever treat them like me. My mom's gonna probably see this too, and I'm not saying it to be mean or to hurt her. She didn't know any better at the time. But there's other parents out there that they need to know better. They need to know what's going to happen if they send these kids away. I've been really spending a lot of time trying to find a hobby or something I enjoyed, and I don't really find joy in much. I think of life as like a ticking clock. When it's done, it's done. You know, not living your life to the fullest anymore, but, you know, like, it's just my responsibility to live this life, and when it's over, it's over. No excitement in between. I actually just got finished with TMS, which is new therapy for depression and PTSD. Magnet zapping stuff to your brain, but it really does work. I'm actually just got done with that. I'm supposed to be all happy and not emotional, but I'm taking advantage of this moment, and I'm hoping it gets spread, because if it does, and I have enough people reading this or following it or going to this page, my story is going to soon come out, and I would really like a lot of people to see it. So the more people that are following this, the more the story can be shared. I plan to do it hopefully within like a week. I do have it all written out, but I really just want to see, I guess, the interest in it first, because I don't want to share this huge story for nobody to even see. I should edit this. This should be different, but I'm not going to, because this is me. This is real. This is raw. I need to wash my hair. I need to do makeup. I need to change. I need to get out of my car, and I need to smack a smile on my face like I'm used to and go back to that house. At least I have my kids. They are my life. They are my reason for fighting every single day. They are better me than I could ever be, and they're what keeps me going. I always wanted to be a good parent. And I still question sometimes if I'm doing this whole thing right, because there is no right or wrong way. But I'm not going to be silenced anymore. For those of you who saw the breaking code silence, I am breaking silence. You guys are going to see my story. You're going to hear it. And it's a lot. It's intense. But I'm finally ready to share it. And anybody that can support me through this time, I really appreciate it. Dr. Phil decided to take a clip of me again, so I'd really like the real truth coming out and not what he's fabricated on his TV show. For those of you that have not already seen the interviews I've done, just go to YouTube and type in Locked in Paradise. The BBC did an interview on me like back in 2003 or 4. Like I said, a lot more surgeries and a lot more to come, but I'm just going to start here. 9-minute video of me rambling on is quite sure enough. And if you guys can share this and possibly subscribe, because it's the first video that's going to be on this channel, and to follow, depending on how many people want, I'm going to read my story next. Then you guys finally get to hear every little thing. I appreciate all the support, because it's not just for me at this point, it's for the other kids out there. This needs to be known. Like, this has to stop. Child trafficking and all this stuff, it needs to stop. There's no reason it should still be happening. So reach out to me if you want, comment, follow, subscribe, whatever it is you do. My daughter will not help me with editing on YouTube, and I am a little technologically challenged. But let's see what happens from here. let's see how many likes or subscribes or whatever I wake up to. And I guess the more I see that, the sooner my story is going to come out, because it's time that everybody finally knows. And I wrote it pretty damn good too. So let's see. I'll see you guys again soon.